Keep your nose out of the pantyhose, keep the wheels a spinning, and the teeth a grinning. We gone.
A Chinese CB there, Roger. Hello everyone, KJ4YZI HamRadioConcepts. This video right here I could make quick, but I want to tell you, I forgot I had this. I made a couple of CB videos in the past not too long ago, and a lot of the people asked, they said, Eric, I want to get a CB just for my Jeep, or I want to get a CB just for emergency communications, or they want to get it, you know, for backpacking or whatever. My sister, I actually told her, because she was telling me a story about my nephew and her son in a four-wheeler. They were at a river ranch in Florida. None of them had a cell phone. None of them had anything, no cell phone coverage wherever they were. But they lost the four-wheeler in a canal. And this thing went out way out to the Kissimmee River, and they tried chasing it, and they were out there all night long with nothing. I said, you guys don't have, like, radios out there? She said, what do you mean? What's a CB radio? I'm like, oh, God, rednecks don't know what a CB radio is? Are you kidding me? So I picked this up for the simple reason that you can get into a CB radio at $59, but not only that, it's small. I'm going to skip an unboxing. The box does not come like this. I opened it, forgot about it, set stuff on top of it, it turned into a table, and then I found it was like, oh man, here it is. So the manual, okay, Radiodity is how you pronounce that. And Radiodity, I've made videos for in the past. They've sent me some things. China's made some, you know, radios and handhelds and APRS devices and whatever. So I'll trust their judgment that from the couple of videos I've seen online and from what I know of Radiodity, they're not too bad. And for 59 bucks, look at the size of this little thing. Now I haven't opened this, okay? So, like this. I'll take that one off. There you go. Look at the tiny little CB radio. I'm going to call this Wonder Bread. And I'm going to do that for Pat. Patrick, I know you're watching. We had amplifiers back in the day, right? And he had little ones. He had the little tiny one he called a Benson and Hedges. It was the size of a pack of cigarettes. Then he had one that was about the size of a slice of bread, and he called it Wonder Bread. That I'll call Wonder Bread. Look how small this thing is. I mean, here's my iPhone. It's you know, I mean, and I just busted that screen. Here's a handheld, right? Look, I mean, it's not. This is a CB radio because a lot of people said the same thing. They said, I don't want no big old honking Cobra 29, and I don't want this great big Ranger 10-meter radio. They just wanted a radio that would fit somewhere and not look like a total geek, right? This could be it right here. Now, I'll plug this in. I'll give you a couple idea of what you can do with it. It's very simple. 40 channels. This is the American version from my understanding. So this one does AM, but they do have an AM-FM version because Europe uses FM, I guess. And so a very simple design. I mean, it's a little tiny. I mean, come on. You can't tell me you can't find a place to hide that. Look at the mounting bracket. My gosh, the mounting bracket. I mean, it's small. Is that a mounting bracket or is it a piece of metal they left over and put in the box? But tiny, right? Here's the microphone here. Just a standard push-to-talk microphone with a hanger, okay? RJ45. Nothing to it. The goal here is this. So I'm a big advocate of CB radio, and the thing is this. People would love the idea, but what they've seen so far on my channel or videos or others are, I'm going to be this big redneck trucker, and I don't want this big thing in my Honda Civic. Look at that, little tiny thing. Or on your four-wheeler, and you could put this, somebody mentioned a couple days ago in a video, they said, that's cool, I like that VGC radio you showed. Now if I could just find a tiny CB to go in my Go Kit, this is it, okay? Another thing I'll mention is this, before we turn it on. Who cares about spectral purity, right? Purity. You may say, well, that's coming from China. That kid, what spectral purity, right? Everybody's running an amplifier. Nobody's governing it anymore. So what? I guarantee this sounds just as bad, just as good as something that you'd find in Walmart. I can tell you this for a fact that Cobra DX4, Cobra 19 DX4 in Walmart is trash. It's utter trash. And I've gotten one of those before because I wanted to take a road trip in a company vehicle before this job where I didn't have a CB at the time to bring, and I didn't want to mount one or go buy one. I bought one. I drove from there to Birmingham, Alabama, and I took it right back because it was garbage. Nobody could hear me. And everybody said, man, you sound muffled, you're off frequency. So this little thing right here for $59, this little tiny CB, can't be that bad. We're going to plug it in and just see how basic it is. If you're one of those guys that wants to throw it in your Jeep, hashtag K6UDA Jeep. If you want to throw it in a Jeep and have something quick without spending a ton of money, right here, the little Radiodity Commander CB-27. So let me look at it real quick. All right, so little tiny thing here. Volume knob also acts like a power knob, or turn it on, turn it off. Okay, so I put it on channel 19 AM. Okay, and again, the other models have FM. It'd be cool if they had a sideband version this small, but I don't think they could fit it in there. That little tiny thing. So, believe it or not, I don't have it hooked up to a CB antenna because my CB antenna outside is unhooked, and I'm not going out there to hook it up. There are people talking on here. I'm hooked up to my HF antenna. Anyways, fluorescent lights give me a little bit of noise here too. So we have a squelch button, basically, and that guy's in Cocoa Beach. He's like 40 miles from me. So you go to squelch here, then you can use the up and down on the microphone to turn the squelch up or down. Very simple, okay? Turn the squelch all the way off, or turn it up, okay? That's it. Now, RF gain here, you'd actually turn that all the way up if you wanted. Emergency 19, or emergency channel 9, which there's no such thing anymore, okay? There's no such thing as an emergency on CB, nor an emergency channel. There's your scan, okay? So it'll scan all 40 channels. It's all in the manual, just an idea to give you. The most ultra small CB that there is right here, the CB-27 Commander. There it is, guys. Check it out, Amazon link. By the way, bottom firing speaker here, a little heat sink in case she decides to get warm on the bottom. Pretty much all there is to it here. That guy just got entirely too much echo. That's what you get late at night on 19. 7-3, guys. KJ4YZI.